one of you who might have had time to come back again for us to continue this program. They have taken upon themselves to be attacking each and every one of us in our efforts trying to liberate our country, Biafra. But we must not give up. The way that I planned to do this program was hit, but we must continue. The way that I planned to this program was hit, but in any case, we must continue. My laptop was hit. I could not be able to do the program how I wanted, so I had to use my smartphone. So this program today, it's about the saboteurs that we have in Biafra land. And we know that most of them, when it seems to be that Nigerian government is not paying attention to them, we know them. They will come out to do 5 to 10 minutes program in order to get one or two relevant for our attention from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And this goes with the 8 to 10 minutes clip that Ralph Uwazuruike made immediately after our leader launched the Eastern Security Network. Now, according to his words, he said that one of the reasons he started the Biafra agitation was because of our people being killed in the I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if somebody can hear me. Just tell me that you can hear me so that I can be able to know that you can hear me. If somebody can hear me, I want you to type in place and say that you can hear me so that I need to be sure. I need to be sure. The way I planned this program was not the way I'm doing it. But in any case, we must set out our message out there for people to understand what we are doing. So I have no option than to use my my smartphone. So I said from the beginning, when it seems to be that the Nigerian government is not paying attention to some people, they come out in public to do 5 to 10 minutes video in order to gain relevance from the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And that has to do with the person, none other person than Ralph Uwazuruike and his co-partner, who is what is it called, Asari Dokubo. But first of all, let us first of all go to some statements that Ralph Uwazuruike stated. My topic there, if you don't like it, you can just go out. It's there. It said, I cannot wait the day Ralph Uwazuruike head will be hung in public. If you don't like it, you are very welcome to move away from here. Please, you are very welcome to move away. So I'm going to start from the comment that he first made. He said that one of the reasons he started the Biafra agitation was because of our brothers being killed in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, which is not a part. Now, he said one of the reasons was because our people being killed. He's talking as if that we're not dying. We are still dying, even as we speak today. We are still dying, even as we speak today. But he said one of the reasons. And the other reason that he wants is to gain the popularity. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, the second one that he said that over the years that he has tried to reduce the rate of killing of Igbos. This is what he said, that over the years that he has tried to reduce the killing of Igbos. Now, the question is, part of the one that he came to reduce, was it, does it include the Obibo massacre? Does he include the Obibo massacre? Because he said that one of the reasons is that he said that one of the reasons is to quench the agitate to the killing of our brothers and sisters in the north. And by the grace of God, as he said, that our people are not being killed anymore, that he has reduced the rate. He has reduced the rate of Igbos, of Biafrans, of eastern region of Nigeria being killed on a daily basis. Now, the question is, the thing that happened in Obibo last 2 months, was that part of the fighting to reduce the rate of the killings? That I hate this. I hate this. The way I plan to do this program is not what I'm doing right now. But in any case, we must bring it out. In any case, we must bring it out. We must bring it out. Now, another thing I say that that we, the indigenous people of Biafra, we the Igbos, that some of us might be committing one crime or the other in the northern part of Nigeria, might be. But now you have it in our own region, that the Fulani herdsmen killing our people on a daily basis, going to our farms, raping our mother, raping our sisters with evidence. And now he's saying that it might be that some of our brothers who are in the north are also involved in criminality. You understand? It is good that he come out to say that he supported the Fulani Janjaweed, but using one kind of sentiment to clarify what he's doing, or to try to get some iflefus, in the sense that most of the people who reside in the northern part of Nigeria or in the Lagos, who don't want to return back home, because those are the people who are giving him support. Ask me why. The 90 days ultimatum quick notice given by the Ariwa was a setup. They planned it. They planned that setup in a sense that so that people like Ralph uwazuruike and Asari Dokubo and Ohanaeze Ndigbo could come out in public and say, we condemn whatever is going on. This is the fact. Then they can come out and say that we condemn whatever that is going on. We cannot concur with this or quick notice, that we stand for one Nigeria. These are all set up. And in return, he will be sabotaging the true freedom or the true agitation of our people. In return, you know what I'm saying now? The 90 days ultimatum quick notice gave him and Ohanaeze and the Asari Dokubo and the rest of them the relevant in some minds of Ndigbo and Biafra, more especially those residing in the northern part of Nigeria or in Lagos State, because these are the people who are supporting him. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, trying to give them the hope, giving them the hope that everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Now that the eastern region security network has been launched, he has to come out to tell the world or to tell his Fulani masters that he is still with them. You know what I'm saying now? If most of you listen to that program, that 10 minutes program that he made, you know what I'm saying now? If most of you listen to that program that he made, you will see the way this man was talking. That it might be that one or two of our women being raped or being raped or being killed. That does not mean all the Hausas are, or I mean all the Fulanis are all the Fulanis are killers, or all the Fulanis are terrorizing the country. You know what I'm saying now? That even though some of our brothers who are living in the north might even be in one way or the other committing crime. Might be. So we must not give up, because when we unite, we can be able to move mountain, just like what is going on today. So they are not happy. They are not happy that we are now united. We can now speak with one voice. They are not happy. They are not happy that Ijaw people, that Akwa Ibom, Kogi, and the rest of them, all the 13 states in Nigeria that comprise the Biafra land, they are not happy that we're now united. You understand what I'm saying now? So there is no way that some of these people will go unpunished. There is no way that they will go unpunished. It is impossible. That he said that one of the reasons he started the agitation of Biafra was because of the killing of Igbos in the north. And I believe that he is referring what happened in 1945, 22nd of June 1945, down to 1966, 1967. I believe that is the reason why he's saying that. Now, you are fighting the Northerners. You understand what I'm saying now? You are fighting the Northerners, that you want them to give us our freedom. But at the same time, you are dying with them. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. The only true leader that we have is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the only true person. He is the only true leader that we know as a leader. Nobody else. Nobody else. Over the year that he is trying to organize our people, trying to educate our people. Now that he has now achieved the goal, and some people will be coming out to be yapping rubbish. Some people will be coming out to yapping rubbish, just like what Asari Korakobo said. Asari Korakobo is ranting and shouting and saying that something seriously is happening. Something seriously is about to happen. Who is he referring to? He is referring to the Eastern Security Network, because that is something that is happening. Now, the question is, if these people are true freedom fighters, why would they come out to have only 5 to 10 minutes broadcast? Is that how to talk to your people? You're trying to educate your people. You're trying to let your people know what exactly that is going on. You understand what I'm saying now? You are trying to, but the only thing you can do is to come out and give them 5 minutes, 10 minutes broadcast. The only people who does that is the saboteurs. The only people who does that is the people who are fighting against the people, that can come out and give you 5 to 10 minutes live broadcast. Some of them are even recorded. They will record it, trying to make sure that they put everything in place. This is a fact. How many times have you seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Or if most of you have been following me right from when I started, how many of you have you seen me come out to make 5 minutes program? It's impossible. How many times have you seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and stay only 10 minutes or 5 minutes? It's impossible, because you need to spend a great deal of time to educate your people. You need to spend a great deal of time to educate your people, to open their mind, because we have been in bondage for ages. We have been in bondage for decades, and a lot of poverty, a lot of backwardness, no education, nothing is going on. Nothing is going on. So you need a great deal of time to explain. Just take an example. You have a children at home, and you want your children to be behaving in a certain way that will please you, that will make you happy, that will bring honor and happiness in home. What you have to do, you must sit them down, you must talk to them, advise them on it frequently. When you sit with them, you don't just No, you have to spend a great deal of time to talk to them, trying to let them to know. Ask them question. Let them ask you question so that you can be able to communicate with your children. This is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Communicating with children, communicating with his followers, because we have tested him and we know that he is the true leader. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, people like Ralph Uwazuruike, people like Asari Dakoba, when they come out, they only spend 5 to 10 minutes program. And these people, these are the great saboteurs. You know what I'm saying now? Some of them call themselves elite. Those saboteurs, most of them call themselves elite. Imagine your presidency, your president, I mean to say, despite what is going on in Nigeria, killings everywhere, protests everywhere, and only for him to come out and give us 10 minutes program. Only for him to come out and give us 10 minutes program. A country that is turning upside down. A country that is going down on a daily basis. And you come out to give us only 10 minutes program. Now, let me tell you a secret about this 10 minutes or 5 minutes program. It's a code. Because people who follow the order, just take for example, if our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, want to give a certain order, he wants to give a certain order to some principal officers. What did he do? He have to speak 5 to 10 minutes program. I don't know if you're getting my point. Because these are his followers, his principal officers, the men that matter in the struggle. And when he wants to give them a directive, an order, what they have to do, he will have to spend like 5 to 6, 7 minutes time, because every instruction being given them must be followed. Every instruction given them must be followed. You know what I'm saying now? So when you see these people give you 5 to 10 minutes program, this is a code. They are trying to tell their counterpart. They are trying to send their counterpart messages. You know what I'm saying now? They are trying to send the messages. So what you have to do is what? To listen to the conversation. Because when they start this program, what they will do, they will start it with a word that will confuse you. You understand what I'm saying now? They will start with a word that will confuse you, and before you know, they will switch in. And when they switch in, and they will give their message to their members, and the way they will just come out again and be speaking, trying to confuse you. This is the reason why I call it governmental 419. Governmental 419. Now, the words Asari Dokoba is still using coded words. But Ralph Uwazuruike, he is plain. We know that he's a saboteur. We know that Ralph Uwazuruike is a saboteur, and he admitted. He told us that even the Northerners, they recognize him as a stakeholder in Nigeria. This is what he said. So there's no two ways about it. But the people that I'm talking about is the people who pretend to be with us or to be with the people, try to defraud their mind. But if you don't have the mentality, you cannot be able to break away from that code. Now, I'm going to give you because I take a great deal of time to study these two broadcasts. Ralph Uwazuruike spent about 10 minutes program on that, and while Asari Dokoba spent about 5 minutes. Now, on Ralph Uwazuruike, it's clear what he said there. He said one of the reasons he started the Biafra agitation was because of Igbo being killed in the northern Nigeria. Was one of the reasons. So that is to say that he has too many reasons. You see, ask Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today and ask him, what was your reasons for agitating for Biafra? He will tell you that I was born for this cause. I was born for this cause to restore Biafra. So you can never hear Nnamdi Kanu say one of the reasons. But Ralph was wicked. He said that one of the reasons he started the Biafra agitation was because of our people being killed in the northern Nigeria. And by saying that, I believe he is referring back from the 1945. 1945, 22nd of June, 1945, just 1 month after the Second War ended. You understand what I'm saying now? One of the reasons was patterns. I'm going to imagine how many people was. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. I'm going to imagine the one that God gave me is very, very intact and is working perfectly. You understand what I'm saying now? One of the reasons, you can go back and listen to that program. One of the reasons was because of our brothers being killed. So, but is it now telling us that nobody is being killed now? That everything is intact. So the question is, what about the support of Governor Wike killing in Obibu? He supported the killing of our people, our brothers in Obibu, and you say that our people was being killed by the Northerners. You see what I'm saying now? So, credit. We know that he's fully a saboteur. We know that. But he cannot be insulting the memory of our dead heroes who have fought and are still fighting, who have died and are still dying. People are dying as we speak today. People are dying as we speak today. So Ralph Wazuruike cannot come out and tell us that one of the reasons why was because wars is a place. Just a few months ago, more than 1,000 people being killed in Obibo. More than 1,000 people being killed in Obibo. Just a few days ago, a boy who survived by riding a cyclist, he feed his mother, he feed his family with that. He paid his school fees. Who is in the 5th grade high school? That we call it SS2. You understand what I'm saying now? This young boy, he was shot by a Nigeria police because what? He could not be able to give him 100 naira in early morning. Early morning, somebody came out to hustle. Somebody came out to hustle in order to feed his family, in order to buy 1 or 2 exercise book. And that person being gunned down by a policeman. And Ralph Wazuruike will now come out and tell us that one of the reasons he started the agitation of Biafra was just a few days ago, on the 15th, a man was shot dead, an Okada man was shot dead. An Okada man was shot dead in Anambra State. You know what I'm saying now? Of course, the police station around that place was burned down, yeah. But what about the life that was lost? The police station that was burned down, is built by the federal government. And it can be rebuilt again. But what about the life? And somebody will now tell us that one of the reasons, this is the reason why I say that I cannot wait the day Ralph Wazuruike will be hanged or chopped off in the presence of his community. You know what I'm saying now? Do you understand what I'm saying now? So if you don't like my program, you can just unlike yourself. I am so contented with what I have, but the truth, we must speak it. They use coded words, and this coded word, they don't spend great deal of time. What they do is this: they spend 5 to 10 minutes. The reason why Ralph Wazuruike spend even up to 10 minutes is because he wants to still gain the sympathy of the people who residing in northern Nigeria, or the people who reside still residing in Lagos State, even though we don't have any problem with them anymore, with the Lagosians. But the people who are in the north, because they don't want to come back home, the 2x2 shop that they have, it is more important to them than the freedom of our people. So Ralph Uwazuruike is just trying to, he spent that 10 minutes just trying to get their sympathy. One of the reasons. Now that he said that over the years, he has tried to reduce past tense, so past tense, that over the years, he has tried to reduce the rate of killing of Ndigbo and Biafrans. Are we not still been dying? Are we? If it is not because of this launching of security Eastern network, Eastern security network, some of us will not be sleeping. That's what I'm saying now. If it is not because of this launching of the Eastern security network, the Miyetti Allah will not call their brothers and sisters back home, because they said it in the news and they, please come back. We don't know the plan. We don't trust the movement of IPOB. You understand what I'm saying now? So you have to be very, very grateful. I'm talking to most of you who are still concurring with this idea that you go better, you go better. But the one where you did now, never better. The one where you did, you never better. Even the dead Buhari, before he was elected in 2015, a lot of people were singing music, do not vote him. Mazen Nandikan was shouting it, do not vote him. People were saying it. People even go back to research, to even dig down some facts and figures. What happened in 1983? But all of you just keep you blind. You just obika just will even kechie ganya. Obika will even sit down and kechie ganya. Afochie gante. Ana agwa gosi go puta. Afochie gante. You know it's 5,000 naira. Iga nalo. Nene be mania. Did you know how many people have been killed? Did you know how many people have been killed? Most of the people who are sabotaging or who don't believe in the ideology of what we're doing, I'm very, very sorry for you, because your case would be in that of Ralph Uwazuruike. At least he came out. He came out to say that the Northerners, they recognize him as a stakeholder in Nigeria. If there is no Igbo man that will recognize him, that the South, the Yorubas and the North, they recognize him. So at least he's now, we know that he embraced his faith. He is faith. But what we cannot accept from him is this: using the memory of our brothers and sisters who was died and still dying now to be merry caricature, or using our mothers and our sisters who have been raped on a daily basis, and unforgivable rape. I want you to just imagine it. I want you to just imagine it. Some of you women, that maybe some of you women, that your boyfriend or your husband is in the mood of but to go on work, not on a mood. Or that's a good piano, it's a nature. You gotta go, on my first struggle, maybe. Just imagine go there. Imagine knowing. Then you now reason and say that 5, 6, 7 men will rape a woman, will rape a mother, will rape a girl, and some of them being killed. And the process, the ones who are lucky will get their life and live to tell the story. You understand what I'm saying now? So Ralph Uwazuruike cannot be insulting the memory of what our women are passing through. He cannot be insulting the memory of our mothers, of our sisters, who are suffering on a daily basis. This is what we cannot accept. And when you hear this 5 minutes program, I encourage you to listen to it and find out the code, because I'm going to set it up. I have some few points here I'm going to talk about. You know what I'm saying now? Now, one of the reasons that he started the agitation of Biafra was because to gain popularity and to make money out of it. Because he said one of the reasons that he started the program of IPOB was oh, sorry, man, was to because of the killing of our brothers and sisters. Let me see if I can boot this system, because the way I wanted to make this program before, it didn't go quite well. They attacked me. Imagine, they attacked me. Imagine, my followers and like is not even up to 5,000. I don't even have up to 5,000 followers. But if I tell you how they've been attacking me, I don't even have up to 5,000 followers. You know what I'm saying now? So what am I talking about? Even me, on the level I am in the struggle, there is no way that I can come out and give you 5 to 10 minutes program. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible that I can come out and give you 5 to 10 minutes program. It's a walaba. So we cannot accept the insult being rendered on our mothers and our sisters who have been raped, and some of them being killed. We cannot do that. And we cannot also accept the insult on heroes who are fighting on a daily basis, even as we speak today, trying to make sure that our land is safe. We cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. But he can go ahead and lie all he cares. We don't care about that, by saying that over the years that he has tried to reduce the rate of the killings of Ndigbo. But I tell you, if you remember the 90 days ultimatum given by the Ariwa to our people, it's all set up. It is all set up, because if you know, since he sold us out in the time of Obasanjo, and things are still they're looking as safe that things are still looking as safe that nobody is still paying attention, and you have to do something. You have to do something, and one of those things that you have to do is to organize with his co-workers to do what? To give our brothers and sisters a quick notice, because we are fighting for freedom, because we say that we want to have our separate home, and they say if you want to have your separate home, then you yourself you can go. You understand what I'm saying now? It is impossible. We cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. It's impossible. Ayamanabatia. But the 3 months ultimatum with notice gave him an Ohanaeze and the rest of the great saboteurs. Then he gave them the power to be relevant in the some minds of Ndigbo and Biafrans, more especially those residing in the north. More especially those residing in the north. The quick notice, why? How does he give them the power? Because they will go to Ariwa, whatever they call themselves, and they still have their meeting. When they have their meeting, they say, we don't like what you did. Now we're gonna come out in public and condemn what you say. And after that, you will say, okay, since you can control your end, no problem. But in return, he promised them to be sabotaging the true freedom fighting for our people, the true agitation, which is anchored by the indigenous people of Biafra. This is his promise. This is a promise. This is the reason why that he promised them. The same promise that Ohanaeze Ndigbo promised and said, before you kill any Fulani man, you have to first of all kill me, John Nyanwodo. Most of you know what I'm talking about. Most of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Before you kill me, John Nyanwodo, I mean, before you kill any Fulani man, first of all, kill me. This is a recent thing that Ralph Uwazuruike is telling us, that even if we did not know, we did not notice that he is a stakeholder in Nigeria, that the Northerners, they know that he is a stakeholder. You understand what I'm saying now? So we know that he's a saboteur, but we cannot accept the insult. We cannot accept the insult. If you watch that program, let me see if I can get it so that we can listen to it, because it's very, very important. It is very, very important that we pay very attention to some of the things or some of the code that these people are using. It is very, very important, because if we don't do that, that is to say that if we don't do that, it means that we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention. Let me try and see if I can get that. Let me see if I can try and get that, because we must propagate this gospel of redemption, and in order to spend a great deal of time to educate our people. Now we have about 36, almost 37 minutes now. We've been on this program for 37 minutes now, and we've not gone anywhere. You understand what I'm saying now? We have just spent about 37 minutes and we have not gone anywhere. I can ebido. Do you understand what I'm saying now? I can ebido. We are just I can ebido. Now, he said that the killing of Easterners has been stopped to a great extent. This is what he said. The killings of Igbos, the killing of Biafrans has been stopped to a great extent. A great extent. So, what happened in Obiwo? What about the clip that he made supporting Wike? What is the meaning of IPOB? An indigenous person of IPOB, indigenous people of IPOB, is the meaning. It is the meaning of, if they remove you, please come back. They are beginning to attack me again. They have begun to attack me again. So let us listen to this program. Hold on. Hold on. We must propagate this gospel. Over the years. Good afternoon. One of the reasons why I started the struggle for Biafra in 1999 was because of the killing of Ndigbo in northern Nigeria and some parts of Nigeria. The destruction of lives and property of our people in northern Nigeria and the other parts of Nigeria. But over the years, we have tried to reduce the tide. Moreover, since after the so-called 90 days debacle. He's talking about, I don't know if you're following me. He's talking about the quick notice after the so-called, you have to pay attention. I've been in constant touch. But over the years, we have tried to reduce the tide. Moreover, since after the
so-called 90 days debacle. But over the years, we have tried to reduce the tide.
Over the years that he has tried to reduce the tide. Yes, I'm saying now. Can I get it?
Moreover, since after the so-called 90 days debacle, I've been in constant touch with the youth leaders of the North. Most of them come here. And I have always told them that my big problem with the North is the killing of Ndigbo in the North. And they promised me that that should stop. And that has stopped.
You know what I mean? After the 3 months quote notice, he has been in constant touch with the North. We know that. We know that. But lying, this is exactly what we cannot accept. That the killing of our people has been stopped. Can I get it?
On their own part, they said I should secure the lives and property of Northerners in the Southeast, which I agreed. It's been working. It's been working. There may be some infractions. Every community, every society has its own level of crimes.
There may be some infractions. So those infractions that he's talking about, is there any complaint that the Biafrans being involved in kidnapping people in the North, terrorists and the rest of them, or terrorizing the country? Or do we come to do our business? You know what I'm saying now? Everybody everybody has there might be some fragment of infraction. They are the one who is killing us. They are the one who is raping our mother. They are the one who is raping our sister. And we are saying enough is enough. So this fool cannot be here insulting the memory of our mothers who have gone a great deal of pain of rape. Our fathers who have been killed, and their family are still mourning them as we speak today. In Ndigbo, as we speak, people are still mourning their dead. People are eager to revenge the death of their loved ones. And these fools stood there and tell us that the kings of our people have been reduced in a great extent. By mean that the killing of our brothers and sisters have been increased. This is what he meant. You understand? And he's very, very happy. You understand what I'm saying now? If you can try to put this one-on-one together, this 5 to 10 minutes broadcast is to send to their Fulani headsmen. You understand what I'm saying now? Is to send this clip to their Fulani headsmen. That is number one. Number two, they made it just short because they might have a kind of agreement that they want this video to reach a huge number, because you know people don't take time to listen to a 1 hour or 2 hours program. But once you are in the right channel, people will spend time to listen to your program. People will be eager to listen to your program. But these people, you just can, whatever is an evidence to show to their masters that we are doing this, because their masters always want to have a multitude of people who shared the program, or people who listen to it. These are the things that they want. They want to see how many have watched. You know what I'm saying now? How many people have watched this broadcast of theirs. This is exactly what they're doing. If you can also try to put one together, for example, if something is happening right now and a protest is happening and you see guns and bullets flying all over the place. Now, I am sitting here, I am communicating with the people who are on the ground, and I ask them and I say to them, I need 30 seconds proof so that I can present it to the world. Not more than 30 seconds. I just need 30 seconds of proof of what is happening right now there. Speak to me. Let us show this to the world. This is exactly what they're doing. Then they prepare 5 to 10 minutes program. They will show it to their master to tell them that we are in your side. If you can also agree with me that Shetima, the president of Ariwa, whatever they call him, call himself, he said that there is no way that the Eastern politicians will deny that they don't know about the Eastern security network, which our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu launched. That will never smell presidency in 20 years to come. Do they think that they're fooling us? So they have to come and show themselves. This is exactly what they're doing. If you can also, if you've been following news, you remember what happened on the I think about on the 14th, on the 14th or 13th thereabout, that the whole 19 states of the Northerners, they had a meeting to discuss about the way forward, and they have religious leaders, Muslim, they have Christian, they have pagans, they have lawyers, social activists, they have generals, they have AIG, they have a lot of people, they have retired police officers, retired security officers. You understand what I'm saying now? To sit down to find a way how they can able to tackle the insecurity in the northern Nigeria. But the mistake that they made is this, that they also want to complement the government of what they are doing. And if most of you have followed that news, that the hoodlums, they say the hoodlums, which is their brothers and sisters, they stormed the place with machete, with water, when you find out water no Igbo, when you find out water there, obejilu, water, and some other weapons. What I'm telling them is this: the people who stormed that place, they are telling them, if you are with us, you have to be with us to the end. This is exactly what Rafi Wazluki is doing. And I applaud him for that, for doing his job. So we know who is our enemy. But people who come out to try to mango some certain things in order to confuse the mind of some people, no, it's not for us. So let us listen to what he's saying. Then before we go to the next program.
And therefore, this means that should stop. And that has stopped to a great extent. On their own part, they said I should secure the rights and property of Northerners in the Southeast, which I agree with. It's been working. It's been working. There may be some infractions. Every community, every society has its own level of crimes. There is no society that is crime free. There is no society that is crime free.
He repeats it again. There is no society that is crime free. Since 2015, up until now that we're talking, up until this 2020, if you go to Onitsha, all of those picking pockets, criminals and there, people snatching bag with Okada and the rest of them, all of these things have reduced because people they now find hope in IPOB. They found hope in what we are doing, because it is because of condition that make refuse to bend. He did because of a condition that make crayfish to bend. Now, people has found hope. You understand what I'm saying now? And now, the rate of crime has reduced. Do you think that most of these volunteers that you saw in the indigenous people of Biafra, regional security, do you think most of those men, that some of them have not been into one thing or the other? Of course. But because that somebody have come out to give them a hope, because other people, when they come after 4 years, they will use them, they will dump them. You understand what I'm saying now? They don't spend a great deal of time to speak to you. The only time they have time for you is when it's time for election. So who are you going to follow? Is it the person who spent a great deal of time trying to educate you, trying to let you know what is going on, what is wrong with you, and what you have to do and what you must not do? Or the people who will come to you after 4 years and they will give you 5,000 naira to sell your birthright for the next 4 years? Who are you going to follow? The program that he made, it's 10 minutes, 7 seconds. 10 minutes, 7 seconds. And this is an evidence to send to his masters that he has condemned what is going on. Is another thing to get a great viewers, a great comments, both insult and the rest of them. Because this is how they get their pay. This is why they spend. Somebody who called himself a stakeholder in Nigeria, but you cannot come out to be doing what the Indian people of Biafra are doing, and you call yourself a stakeholder. Even if Igbos did not recognize you as a stakeholder in Nigeria, that the Northerners, they recognize you because you're working for them. This is the reason why you are working for them, and you had it in plan with them to have the 3 months ultimatum quick notice to send our brothers and sisters packing, because the people who are there, they are foolish enough not to see the future. They are foolish enough not to see the future, to abandon what they're doing, to focus about the future of themselves and the future of their children. Most of them are thinking about today. This is the reason why they use 3 months quick notice to set you up. It is a setup. It is a setup. You know what I'm saying now? But if you've been following Mazen Namdekano, he said that he cannot use because of somebody who have 2x2 in Sokoto to jeopardize the entire population future. This is what Mazen Namdekano say. You know what I'm saying now? So these people is our problem. We know. But what you cannot take from them is insult. Is insult. Let me play it again without interruption.
Good afternoon. One of the reasons why I started the struggle for Biafra in 1999 was because of the killing of Ndigbo in northern Nigeria and some parts of Nigeria. The destruction of rights and property of our people in northern Nigeria and other parts of Nigeria. But over the years, we have tried to reduce the tariffs. Moreover, since after the so-called 90 days debacle, I've been in constant touch with the leaders of the North. Most of them come here. And I have always told them that my biggest problem with the North is the killing of people in the North. And they convinced me that that should stop. And that has stopped to a great extent. On their own part, they said I should secure the rights and property of governors in the Southeast, which I agreed. It's been working. It's been working. There may be some infractions. Every community Every society has its own level of crimes. There is no society that is crime free. There is no society that is crime free. There could be some infraction, or one or two Indians could be killed in the farm. There is no society that is crime free. There is no society that is crime free. There could be some infraction, or one or two Indians could be killed in the farm. One or two of our sisters could be raped. One or two of our sisters could be raped. Indians could be killed in the farm. One or two of our sisters could be raped. Society that is crime free. There could be some infraction, or one or two Indians could be killed in the farm. One or two of our sisters could be raped. Very unfortunate. But then, it does not mean that all the old ladies are raped on a daily basis, or all the girls are killed. Even during the kidnapping saga that involved one of our own, Evans. Evans was being kidnapped in Lagos, but Evans is an Igbo man. Does it mean that all the girls in Lagos are kidnappers? No. Even in the north, we cannot say today that all the girls in the north are good. Some could be criminals. It doesn't mean that all the girls in the north are good. Some could be criminals. But it doesn't mean that all the girls are in the.
You see? Some could be criminals in the north. Some could. But we have vast evidence upon evidence of our mothers. My brother, Sabo is saboteur. You see? Kind of again.
Not a criminals. If you look in Nigeria today, the southeast is the safest zone among the 6 zones in Nigeria. The southeast is the safest zone, is the most peaceful zone in Nigeria. Even if they are happening a market in Lagos and in the west, and Hisbar in the north, we don't need those things in the southeast. We don't need them. I'm being frank. If we needed them in the southeast.
Did you see? You have Hisbar. You have Amotekun. But in Biafra land, we don't need security. So that the more our people being killed, the more his pocket gets swallowed. You understand what I'm saying now? The more our people being killed, the more money he got. You don't know what they promised him. You don't know what they promised him. We don't need security in the Biafra land. You understand what I'm saying now? They have Hishba. They have Amotekun. But we, two message. He's sending the message to his masters that he is with them. Another thing is jealousy. He have already sent the message. Next one is jealousy. This is why he can be able to speak up to tenants.
We don't need those things in the southeast. We don't need them. I'm being frank. If we needed them in the southeast, we would have had them. We would have had them. So all this playing to the gallery doesn't make sense to me. It's a caricature to our people. is a laughing matter. It's laughable to gather a number of youths in the bush and maybe in the state. It makes sense. All these things have regulations. The Hisba in the north has the backing of the law. The Amotekin in the west has the backing of the law.
The Hisba in the north has the backing of the law. What is that law? Is it not Sharia? Is it not Sharia? Of course it's Sharia. It's Sharia, right? The 19 states in the Nigeria today are having so much problem because there are Christians. There are Christians in the northern Nigeria. And the Christians are saying, no, you cannot Islamize us. We must practice our religion. But they say, no, you must be a Muslim or you die. So the northern can never be united. Nigeria can never be united. The only solution in Nigeria is what we are doing right now, working towards the disintegration of Nigeria. This is the only way so that the people can be free to live in harmony. Most of you here cannot even travel to damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. You cannot travel to Nigeria. If you travel to Nigeria, a custom officer who is not allowed or who is not supposed to be carrying gun, he will shoot you because of 5,000 naira. Have most of you forgotten about in 2019, earlier 2019, a young man being shot and killed by customs? Of course, some of you remember what I'm talking about. The Hijbas, they have the backing of the law, which is what? Sharia. Amotekun, their political elite, their governors, they stood Gidigbam and they said Amotekun must stand. You understand? How I wish that this Efulefu that we have as a political leaders, that they are doing the same thing that Amotekun did for the first place. But in every disappointment, there is always a blessing. Because the way that we come up today, it is even more greater combined together. The Amotekun, with all due respect, if there's a Yoruba person watching here, with all due respect, the multitude that turn up in the Eastern Security Network is even more greater combined together with this Hijba, that the law backing up is Sharia. Why the Amotekun law backing up is because the political elite, the lawmakers, they said it must stand. What about our own side? The only savior that we have is the indigenous people of Biafra. This is the reason why some of us can be proud of what we are doing.
They work with the police. They are regulated. If they arrest people, they hand over to the police. So, all these things have regulations. The Hisba in the north has the backing of the law. The Amotekun in the west has the backing of the law. They work with the police. They are regulated. If they arrest people, they hand over to the police. But if you gather people in the southeast without the backing of the law, anything you do is a nullity. If you die in the process, your fate is of no consequence. Our people should understand. Anything you do without the force of the law backing you is a nullity. I'm talking as a lawyer of over 30 years standing. Our people should learn. Our people should learn. The Southeast, if there is any threat, insecurity in the Southeast, I'm one of those to know. If anybody should talk about security in the Southeast today, uwazuruike should be one of them. because no person in the Southeast today can come out to say that Uwazuruike should take the back seat when the issue of security arises. Governors could talk of their own states, but I can talk of the entire Southeast because I have my members family. I have my security men in every family in the Southeast.
I don't know if any of your family is a member of Masop. They say that if there should be any discussion about the security in the southeast, in the eastern region, we're not talking about southeast. We have gone beyond that. If there is any discussion to talk about the security, that it have to come from him. That nobody will be about security and allow Uwazuruike to be left behind. The governors, they can talk about their state, but he himself can talk as to he's representing the whole entire the southeast. He's representing the whole eastern region. That he has his family. So I'm asking you, I don't know if any of your family, any of your family is in Masob. Maybe me, I don't have any of my family who is in Masob. He said that in every family that there is a Masob in Biafra land. And I'm asking you, is there any of your family who is a Masob member? Me, I don't have.
In every family. I have my security men in every family in the South. I don't need posts on that. Sorry if I'm so emotive to some extent. I know what I'm talking about. Our people are crossing the red lines. I know what I mean. By assembling the young guys in the bush for whatever reason, sends a wrong signal to the north that you want to hunt them, that you want to attack them. You ask yourself first and foremost, do you have the right? Do you have the right to arrest a Fulani herdsman or herdsman?
He's telling you that he's telling us, we know that Fulani, they own Nigeria. We know that. But we said, so long as democracy is concerned, we have every right to agitate on that constitution and say we cannot be part of Nigeria because Nigeria is a fake country. We have every right to agitate and say that we must be free. We must be free. We must be free.
You have the right. If you arrest him, who will you hand him over to? How people should think. I know when we came the other day, our people were being harassed in the north. I was the one that went to our house in Kaduna and discussed the issue. People have started again. If you kill one Igbo man or one Hausa man now in the southeast, do you know how many Igbos they kill in the north?
You see?
Nobody will talk. All of you will.
If you kill one Fulani man, do you know how many Igbos will be killed in the north? You know, I said, before we start this program, I said that Ndo Jieko, but the people he's depending on are those people who are residing in the north, who don't want to sacrifice their business. You understand what I'm saying now? Who don't want to sacrifice their 2x2 workshop or 2x2 store to come back home and fight for the betterment of everybody. If you kill one Fulani man, do you know how many Igbos will be killed in the north? You understand what I'm saying now? We don't care about them. If they don't want to come back, we don't care. We don't care. My in-law is in Abuja. My in-law is in Abuja. I've told him, I've told my wife, are they not coming back? Even my own sister, she's in the Benue State, which is a part of the part that does not belong to Biafra. I said, are you not coming back? My own blood sister. They're talking the now. So there is no way that anybody, onye gwara say ya no even, I don't even, or even, irapia. Onye gwara say megini, ki were ntị oke enu ife. Na ede nje na-abịa na ede nje na-abịa ịchọrọ ịnụ. Na ede nje na-abịa ịchọrọ ịnụ. Ịchọrọ ịnụ, a na-agwa gị ịchọrọ ịnụ. Echekwara isu ebeli isi gị. Who cares? These are the people he's boasting. He's depending on them. These are the people who is keeping him because he believes that he's representing them. This is the fact.
People have started again. If you keep one Igbo man, one Hausa man now in the southeast, do you know how many people they kill in the north? Nobody will talk. All of you will go back to your bedrooms. Nobody will talk. Nobody will come out. But now you are clapping hands, truncating. You must know the consequences of what you do. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. All these people now who are robbing in the bush, if you want to form a security network, is it in the bush, in the forest? Is that where others are forming their own? I don't want to stop anybody from being stupid or being a nuisance. You can be wholly useless if you like, but what's written must speak. Some of my friends say, you ignore them, they are useless people, they are senseless. I will not ignore anything because I know the consequences of this as a lawyer. And
of course, you know the consequences, and the consequence is coming. Your head. Your head. And the reason why he's ranting is to try to prove to his masters that he stay with them. But you know, it's no go area. It's no go area. It's no go area.
As a stakeholder, not only in the southeast, but in Nigeria. An Igbo man may not regard uwazuruike as a stakeholder in Nigeria, but an Hausa man knows that I'm the stakeholder. A Yoruba man knows I'm the stakeholder. Because if it starts, you know those who come out to Nnamdi Kanu should be warned. To enjoy his audience. This month, December, that he says he is going to bring Biafra. That Biafra will come December 2020. Now, this is December 2020, I got another Ojoro.
Leave it. It is because of most of you, Kurukere, you go through backyard, you do one thing or the other, you delaying what we're doing. But we still remain resolute. We don't give up. We don't give up. This struggle, it's about 8 years, going to 9 years. But he himself, he started his struggle since 21 years ago, going to 22 years ago, 20 years now. By next year, he will become 22 years in the struggle. You understand what I'm saying now? He will become 22 years in the struggle of Biafra. But we are in this struggle now, 8 going to 9 years. So who is more progressive? Who is more progressive?
To cover his deficiency and he doesn't have the capacity. You don't have the capacity. We are here. This is my residents. I'm talking here. You run away. Somebody who cannot withstand the heat. I think Southeast Security Network, and you run away. You come here, stay with us, and face it. Well, I don't want to talk too much, but I want to warn our people. Look at what happened in the other day. So many people were killed and massacred. Nobody talked about it.
You see, I thought he said that. Is he talking about the Obibo that he supported? I thought he said that. What does he say? That over the years that he has tried to reduce the rate of Ndigbo being killed in Nigeria. And now, why is he talking about what happened in Oyibo the other day? So I'm not before I call because Ndigbo speaking from both sides of the mouth. He's confused. Almost give on a From the beginning, he said that one of the reasons why he started the Biafran agitation because of our people who was killed in the northern Nigeria was as if it's still not happening, as if that we're still not dying as we speak. We're still dying as we speak. You know what I'm saying now? That over the years that he has tried to reduce the killing of Ndigbo, and he's happy to say that it has reduced to a great number. Our people are not dying anymore. So what is he talking about? About what happened in Obibo the other day, in Oyibo the other day, which he supported. He supported the small Hitler, of River State, in the person of Governor Wike. He supported him. He's applauding him that he did a very good job. Now he's talking about what happened the other day. But the same person said that, let me quote him well, that over the years that he has tried to reduce the rate of killing of Igbos. You understand what I'm saying now? That the killing of Easterners has been stopped to a great extent. Now, what is he talking here again?
So many people were killed and massacred. No, stay with us and face it. So many people were killed and massacred. Too much, but I want to warn our people. Look at what happened in the other day. So many people were killed and massacred. Nobody talked about it. The international community didn't bother themselves because they felt that those who were killed were terrorists because they were branded terrorists. Well, look at what happened at the toll gate in Lagos. How many people were killed? Few people. But the international community has come down to raise an inquest to find out. People should know themselves. These boys now who are in the bush, if the residents surround them and kill all of them, they die for nothing. So no consequence because they become terrorists. Because if you are doing a lawful thing, you wouldn't be hiding in the forest to do it.
But the said Boko Haram, they will recruit them, they will surrender themselves to be captured by Nigerian army and recruit them officially into Nigerian military. Officially, they will go into training, which because when going to Boko Haram, killing people is training for them. So after a great deal of time spending there, they will come out, they will surrender themselves to the military. They will offer them job. Even the ones who are acquiring skills receive a salary more than what a Nigerian military receive monthly. You understand what I'm saying now? Why the one who studied abroad, they received about 150,000 naira. Are they not terrorists? And you say we're in one Nigeria. Now, this brings us to the next program of what I called real coded message by in the person of Asari Dokubo. In the person of Asari Dokubo, this is what I call a real coded message. Because like I said, these people, they don't have nothing to tell you. They don't have nothing to tell me. So what they do is this. They spend 5 to 10 minutes live broadcast, make it go viral, get viewers, present the evidence to their master. If you remember the broadcast that our leader made last time, it's about 47 minutes, I think. And if most of you or notice, you notice that our leader, Namdekado, he missed us. He really missed us. He found joy talking to us, we the family members, and some people who are on daily basis listening to being converted into the ideology of IPOB, because we stand for freedom. He has not spoke to us for a long time. He has not spoke to us for a very long time, but he spent 47 minutes, and that 47 minutes, it's an announcement. And if you notice, when he finished, he stood like this, and again, he began to speak again, giving an official handover of his personal platform. This is to tell you that he missed his people. When he talked to his people and when they listen, it gives him joy. It gives him great joy that the people who he's talking to, they listen. But whenever you see a 5 minutes program that our leader made, before he announced the Eastern Security Network, there is a clip that he made, a voice note, a WhatsApp voice note that he made is about, I think about 7 minutes or thereabout. When he was saying that enough is enough, that we cannot take this insult. The insult has become too much. He needs, if you want to come in, this is the time for you to come in. And this, it was not announced. It was shared within the family. It was shared within the family. You understand what I'm saying now? This is a coded message. You don't need to tell, but when you are dealing with multitude and you have to give out your message for people to think that you are fighting for themselves, why in that message you will use some coded words? In his words, he said, something seriously is happening. Something seriously is about to happen. Something seriously happening is the launch of the Eastern Security Network. And something seriously is about to happen is the Biafran army. If you know our leader, when he made his program, he said that these are not the Biafran army. They are vigilantes. These ones are vigilantes. They are not Biafran army. You know what I'm saying now? And if you also follow our leader on his program, he gave an order that all the security personnel in Nigeria must resign, and none of them will join the Biafran army. They will form, they will protect the people who will protest in the street. They don't have anything to do with us. So these are the things that Asari Dokubo is shouting. He's telling the world, he's telling his friends all over the world, his colleagues, fellow politicians like him, that something is happening already, and something seriously is about to happen. Because when you have the Eastern Security Network, who will be there permanently to guide the whole Biafra land, and then you now see Biafran army who will take the war to the enemy, and now you see another army of the people who will fight side by side with the Biafran army. And when you go to the north, the Boko Haram will be there. They will fit as I gauge in that bofa kano. I gauge in that say that bofa kano, because Eastern Security Network is here permanently in Biafra land. When you go to the Ariwa, I mean Oduduwa, they themselves, I believe, I don't know, will also have their own army of Oduduwa, while Omotekun will be there to protect the life and property of the people. Now you have Omotekun army, you have Biafran army, you now have the People's Army. We now march side by side to the north. Oh, my brother, oh, my sister, Ebugade. So this is what Asari the Kobo, he's telling his counterparts, that something seriously is happening already, and something more seriously is about to happen. And he said that our political elites are not doing anything about it to stop it. Our political elites are not doing anything about it to stop it, to stop what had happened, which is the Eastern Security Network. And they could not be able to stop the resignation of this Nigerian security force. They can even stop the Biafran army when they are being officially announced, or the Oduduwa army. Because Amotekun cannot be the Oduduwa army. Amotekun will be in the Oduduwa land to protect the life and property. The Biafran army will go to war. Oduduwa army will go to war. Eastern Security Network will be there permanent to protect the life and property. Why the Amotekun will be there permanently to protect the life and property of the Yoruba people. Amotekun army, Biafran army, People's Army we now march to the north and finish them. Al-Assad Yakuba is saying that something seriously is happening and something more serious is about to happen. And our political elites are not doing anything about it or to stop it. He said, our people are led to destructions. Who are the people? Elites. He said, talks are here and there. Who are those talks? Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, by the tempers of the winds of the sea, which is the indigenous people of Biafra. I'm gonna play it, you listen to it. I repeat. He said, our people are led to destruction. Talks are here and there. The tempers of the wings of the sea, which is the indigenous people of Biafra. Talks are here and there. Talks are here and there by the tempers of the winds of the sea by the indigenous people of Biafra who organized these talks, who organized the Eastern Security Network. They are the tempers of the winds of the sea. It's a code, and we have to operate in a very high frequency to be able to understand what these people are doing, because this one is more dangerous. You know what I'm saying now? If some of you listen to that program that he made, it's a 5 minutes. A leader cannot give you only 5 minutes to speak to his people. The only people that you can spend 5 to 7 minutes is already people who already bought with the ideology of what you are doing. So once you give out the instruction, they must follow it. You don't need to explain anything to them. What you have to do is just give them instruction, and you as a leader, you are 100% sure that they must follow it. Command and control. This is what IPOB is doing. And IPOB is not practicing democracy yet. There's no room for democracy. In IPOB, there is no room for democracy, because we have not gotten Biafra yet. We are still under the damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria. Some of us are still using the Nigerian passport. They start saying now. Some of us are still using Nigerian passport. So we are doing everything humanly possible to disintegrate and to abolish the existence of the Nigeria. This is what we are doing. And now the great saboteurs now shouting, so that the other people who don't understand or who have not seen what is going on will wake up. Remember, Asari Dokubo, he's a soldier, he's a militant. He's a militant, he was a militant. So this is a code. He said, our people are led to destructions. Who are his people? Who are his people? His people are his friends who are in the political elite. They are led to destructions. He said, talks here and there. Why did he mean? The unity that we find ourselves in. Did you saw the video? Languages that I can't even understand what they're saying, but I can get Ibibio Anam. Sorry. Ibibio Ngwan Anam Ngwan I know what that So our people are now united. Our people are now united. And a man will always be strong when he stands with his people. This is one of the words that Asari Dokubo said. A man will always be strong when he stands strong with his people. You know what I'm saying now? When he stands strong with his people, which is our leader Mazen Namdekanu. So he said, now he bring a fake sentiment, try to convince you and me. You know what I'm saying now? Sentiment about the bandit and the rest of them is a confuse. They want to confuse you, just try to let you know that he's still with us. But then he made a statement. He said that a man will always be strong when he stands with his people, which is Mazen Namdekanu. Is he strong? Is Asari Dokubo strong? No, he's not. Is Ralph Uwazuruike strong? No, he's not. Who is strong? Is IPOB. Is IPOB who is strong? There is no other person. You know what I'm saying now? A man will always be strong when he stands with his people. and when he has enough numbers to overcome his enemy. These are his exact words. And who is that man who stands strong with his people? It's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Who has the enough number to overcome his enemy? It's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. You understand what I'm saying now? Sentiment about looters and corruption again, trying to confuse you. Sentiment again about corruption and looters. About a loot, blah blah blah. A man said that in the north there is a poverty, but in the east there is no poverty. So therefore, sentiment, confusion. This is more. This is more, Senator, more powerful than before. Let me play this so let me not confuse you, because as somebody has written here, I don't know what is his name. He said, Aki, I don't know what he said. He said nonsense. Of course, it's nonsense. You don't understand what we're doing. You can never understand. Somebody say, but I must finish this analysis so that when I'm playing it again, you can be able to follow up. So he made another sentiment about looters and corruption, about Abacha and the rest of them. Now, he now comes back to tell us that the better that they stand now to fight. Because if they don't want to fight, he himself, he is ready. He is ready because he's a militant. So let us play it, and you can be able to follow up exactly what I'm doing. Because most of people here don't understand what I'm doing. I can begin to see some comments here. But I want you to have something in mind, that a great leader can never spend only 5 minutes to talk to his people. It's impossible. It's impossible. I have been here now for 1 hour 37 minutes. You know what I'm saying now? Now, somebody like Asare Dokubo, who claimed to be the leader of his people. Somebody like uwazuruike, who claimed to be the leader of Biafrans who resided in the north. We use 10 minutes or 5 minutes to tell, to educate their people. It's impossible now. It's impossible. Listen to this. Let us play it, and then we can able to flow together, because I want you to flow together with me and understand.
Sisters, something seriously is happening. Something very serious is happening. And our so-called political elites and leaders do not care. They're not doing anything about it. They feel very unconcerned about it. Our political elites do not care about it. Our people are left rudderless, tossed here and there by the tempests and the winds of the sea. Tossed here and there by the tempests and the winds of the sea. Nobody cares. They left rudderless.
Talks here and there. You understand? By the terms, how do you say? By the tempests of the winds of the sea. Talks. Who are the talks? The Eastern Security Network. Who is he referring to as the tempest of the winds of the sea? Who created the people that created the Eastern Security Network, which is IPOB? You know what I'm saying now? This is a code and we have broken that code.
About it. They feel very unconcerned about it. Our political elites do not care about it. Our people are left rudderless, tossed here and there by the tempests and the winds of the sea. Nobody cares. Every day we hear stories of thousands and thousands of Futajelong Kampari Fulani beat.
This is fake. Fake sentiment. Don't listen to this. This is fake sentiment. This is what I'm talking about.
Transported by every means of transportation down into our land, down into the John Nation, down into Igbo land.
These are sentiments, fake.
Down into Shekuru land, down into Ogoni land, down into Yoruba land, down into Edo, every day, in the most unthinkable fashion, in their thousands. If you go to Biafra today, as I'm talking, all the fishing settlements and the farming villages are occupied and controlled by these fellows. Where job people were strong, nothing is going to happen. A man is always strong when he's with his people, when he has enough number to overcome his enemy. Where job people were strong, nothing is going to happen. A man is always strong when he's with his people, when he has enough number to overcome his enemy.
Who is Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? Who has the great number? Who has now reconciled with his people because he spent a great deal of time educating us. He spent a great deal of time educating us. So this is the reason why that what is he saying that? He said, a man will always be strong when he stands with his people. I repeat, a man will always be strong when he stands with his people and when he has enough numbers to do what? To defeat his enemy. Who has the multitude followers all over the world? It's Nnamdi Kanu. Did you know that the announcement broadcast our leader made, which is about 47 minutes, that it was recorded that 78 million people watch, share, and comment? British MI5, they were traced. Presidency, which particularly the number of Lai Muhammad was traced to that. USA officials, a lot of important personality, government, they watch in to that. And if you also notice that it has come to a point that now if an agafe nam that even Facebook, they don't even attack because they want to hear. They are eager to hear. You understand what I'm saying now? So this is the man who spent a great deal of time to educate his people. And this is the man who stands with his people. A man who will always stand strong with his people when a man will always be strong when he stand with his people and when he have a great number of people. He is referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
When he has enough number to overcome his enemy. A man is always strong when he's with his people. When he has enough number to overcome his enemy. We should not underestimate these people. They have our money with us.
You should not underestimate these people. They have our money with us. That is fake. That part is just like a trim. You want to trim a video. You understand? You posted a video and you want to trim some place. Maybe trim maybe in Apiaka. You want to trim it. So I want you to just trim that place. Yeah. 780 million. Correct. 780 million by Bisola Nwanuku. 780 million. So I want you to just trim it and remove it. I want you to trim that part that he said that they have our money. Trim it out. That is fake. That is fake.
To overcome his enemy. We should not underestimate these people. They have our money with us. They have been receiving tons and tons of our money.
Fake.
They have brought Abacha stone
Fake.
and sharing it
Fake.
amongst themselves.
Don't listen to this.
A minister in a federation came to say that sharing the money in the north because there are no poor people in the south.
Fake.
And where are our governors? Where are our local ministers?
Fake.
Where are our women rights ministers?
Fake.
Where are our women rights lawyers?
Fake.
All of them, they close their mouth. But this is more sinister.
Now he's coming back again. This is more sinister. This is more serious. If you remember, we are the first people to create the regional security. You know what I'm saying now? We are the first to create the regional security. And if you remember, at that time, the people who turned out, the volunteers, were not much. They were not much what we saw. So what he is referring to is this is more sinister. They now have the multitude because a man will always be strong when he stands with his people. He has now stood with his people. IPOB, people have now identified with IPOB. The rate of criminality that was going on in the Biafra land is no more. Everybody now find hope. Cultism. Few months ago in Oba, where I come from, tourism, what do they call it? Court was abolished by IPOB. So there is no form of criminality in Biafra land. There is no form of cultism in Biafra land. Everybody now everybody now channels their direction towards the restoration of Biafra. Because when Biafra is restored, we will be free to move around, worship our God, and dinner fresh, I had done fresh, ịpụta n'ite ma afụzi onye pụta ịtọ ọnụ ọdụka one ịfụnụ nwoke nọ n'ofu nwaanyị ịtọ ọnụ maa mma tọọ gị ụtọ n'anya gosi na ọ na-eriju afọ gosi na ọ na-eriju afọ ọ bụ na ị nwere ọrụ gọọmenti provide alụ gị because ife niile ga-adị systematic amalụ ndị na-abata amalụ ndị na-apụ ọ bụ na onwe onye nwụ ọ nọ na rekọd amụọ nwa ọfụ ọ nọ na rekọd Everything are this systematic. Oh, benefit and one as a child benefit, parental benefit, grandmama benefit, grandpapa benefit, grandfather benefit, benefit, motor benefit, aeroplane benefit. We have to be funny sometimes. Travel allowances, whatever, what all of these things, you have it in abundance. You have it in abundance with us. You know what I'm saying now? Because a man will always be strong when he stands with his people and have the multitude number and enough number to fight his enemy. Who is our enemy? Our enemy is the federal government of Nigeria. Our enemy is not the state. Our enemy is not the state government. But if you look for our trouble, anyị enyeghị inye anyị nsogbu, anyị enyeghị nsogbu. Mana ọ bụrụ inyere anyị nsogbu, anyị na-aga jeje. Anyị na-eme ife anyị na-eme. Igbu anyị set ya government building ablaze. Anwụrụ a na-akwụ n'elu. Smoke everywhere. The time they go now, so that one or two international satellites, a peak, I say, of course, no one even. You say that nothing is happening. What is this smoke? You know what I'm saying now? So our fight is not with the state government. Our fight is with the federal government. And how do you fight to win the federal government? Is by, first of all, identifying with your people, which what we have already done. And secondly, to have the multitude number. So when you have the multitude number, my brother, my sister, if you're not cousin, you have a Motekun protecting the Oduduwa land permanently. You have Eastern Security Network protecting the whole Eastern region, which is Biafran land, permanently. Now, you now have Biafran army. You now have People's Army and the Oduduwa's army march in hand to hand with the Ekelebe. Did this if on African men? On African men who say when off ya Blusian no Ekelebe. If we don't know if can men say toto. If we can men say ato, we have not gotten anything, no. But we've been able to get, oh my goodness, we are blessed. We are blessed. We have not. So these are the people that he's talking about. They are in, as a, this is more semester. This semester, this is more powerful. I thank you all for I saw a lot of people who have stayed into this program up until now. I thank you very much. I appreciate you for listening to me. I appreciate you. I'm going to continue, but I'm watching my screen right now. I acknowledge each and every one of you who have stayed here, because I'm watching the screen, see many people who have been here. I thank you very much for staying to listen, because when you listen, you share. When you see other people who are doing the same thing that we did, we listen, we share. And this is how we spread our message. I thank you very much. I thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I continue to bless you as you do so. So, when a man stands with his people and have the multitude number, we defeat the enemy. Our enemy is the federal government. We have the Biafran army, we have the Oduduwa army, we have the People army. Oduduwa, Amotogun permanent, Eastern Security Network permanent. These three army, Mbago, Ogwana. So this is what he's trying. This is exactly what he's talking about. Kainege kwa? Kainege.
Came to say that sharing the money in the north
Fake.
because there are no poor people
Fake,
in the
fake,
south.
fake, 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 fake.
And where are our governors?
Fake.
Where are our local justice ministers?
Fake.
Where are our women rights ministers?
Fake.
Where are our women rights lawyers?
Fake.
All of them, they close their mouth. But this is more sinister. This is more sinister. They are coming here. They are changing the demography. What are they coming for? You remember Osman Danfodio?
Fake.
How they came to Sokoto, to Gobiri?
Fake.
To Kano, to Katsina, to be here. And what happened? They replaced the Abe rulers. They replaced the original people and took over the realms of power. They are coming. History is going to repeat itself if we don't act now.
Code. If we don't act now. He's talking to his friends elite that they need to act now. They need to act now. 5 minutes program, you're speaking to your people, is unbelievable. It can never happen. If Nnamdi Kanu want to speak to the inner caucus, he can spend more than highest 10 minutes. Highest 10 minutes, because the instructions have been written down. He will be reading it loud and clear. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 10, number 20. Highest 5 minutes. Nnamdi Kanu cannot spend this time to do what? To do 5 minutes program. It's impossible. I can't even do that. Me myself, I can't even do that. If you watch me right from the beginning, if you follow me right from the beginning when I started this broadcast, I wanted to go use a YouTube. I wanted to use the YouTube, but then I realized that if you don't have a subscription up to 1,000, you cannot be able to go to live. And then I did not realize about the special app to use to go live on the YouTube. Then I forget about YouTube and I'll begin doing my thing on the Facebook. So when you be following me from the beginning, my brother, my sister, I don't spend little time to speak. Can I get?
They're coming. History is going to repeat itself if we don't act now. They are not pretending about it. They are coming with war, destruction, and death. They are coming to occupy our land. Why you cannot go to your community? In Obama, how many Obama people are at home? They are leaving their home and they are coming here. Obama is a village.
Fake.
You cannot come to Obama. Those of us who live in Obama, we are backward people. Buguma is a village. Abonima is a village. You don't care. You are not bothered. But when death will come, it will not only come for Dr. Asari. When the evil and the tribulation will come, it will not come for only Dr. Asari. It will come.
When the evil, he's calling us evil. He's calling us evil. When the evil will come, it will not come only for Dr. Basari. How can evil come to Biafra land when Eastern security network is in place? It's impossible. So he is talking because they know what they did and they know what they will get. They know what they will get. Kainege. Kainege.
For all of us. I'm smarter than you.
I'm smarter than you.
I know that I'm more prepared than you.
I'm not truth.
And when it comes, I will also run faster than you. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. It's not grandstanding like Wiki. I caught 14 people grandstanding. This is beyond grandstanding. This is a time for strategy. This is a time for consultation. This is a time for meeting. Our very survival is at stake. We must stand up and defend ourselves.
Their very survival is at stake. They must stand up to defend it. This is not stand grounding of Newsumwike. It's not grounding for Newsumwike. So it is time for consultation. It is time for meeting. He has set out the message. He will now call them. If most of them will not even understand what he's trying to say, please, I want you to go and listen to that program. Pinpoint what I'm saying. Turn it upside down. You will now understand what I'm talking about. There is a way that you will write something. Even if you keep it, somebody who don't even understand what you're doing, when that person comes here, the person will even know what he is going on a day. But the person who has that message, I don't know how we are blessed with this brain, but it's only God knows. So I thank you very much for joining me this evening, the 17th of December 2020. And pardon me for not introducing myself, because when I want to start, the way I wanted to start this program, I couldn't do that. I was affected by the Facebook. But as you were saying, I thank you all for joining me, and I appreciate you. I love you all. Most of you who have time to listen to my program, to listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to listen to other IPOB agitators, and find reason of what they're saying, and also that you're also doing your own to make sure that people are tapping into what we are doing. I thank you very much. See you again sometime again tomorrow. Thank you very much and good night. I still remember as Innocent Nkendelem Emmanuel, a bona fide IPOB member, Hamburg unit here in Germany. Good evening.